It's great to be with you on a Monday afternoon as we get set for this broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And tonight, we'll be joined by the man with his finger on the pulse of the NBA, no one better than Shams Charania. Shams, it is so great to have you courtside with us.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much. Talking basketball is what and honestly, we were born to do, so let's do it.
And look at the guys by our side, man. We all love this game. Let's go right into it. It's the Miami Heat taking on the San Antonio Spurs. So here's Miami's starting group. Kobe is out there with Allen Iverson. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Chamberlain. And it's James in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Vassell. Down low and stolen by LeBron. Outside, Kobe. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Fires the 3. And again, Miami with the triple. And in last year's playoff, Shams, we did see a lot of players injured and unable to play. What are some of the solutions that may be being talked about that you hear about?
People certainly ask if this is a result of the 65-game rule. Is it the more physical play? Is it the consequences of the regular season? The league is going to take a wait-and-see approach to determine if this is an issue they have to fix. But they do love the results of what this has brought as far as player availability moving forward.
Yeah, they do seem sold on that 65 number, don't they?
100%. And at the end of the day, some of these injuries are flukish. There's a lot of, obviously, lower body injuries that you can't measure that. I think the league is going to want to see more data over the next 5 to 10 years to really determine, does this rule impact the game and impact injuries?
Free throw good, James.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. In whatever situation he finds himself in,
timeout.
He always seems to have an answer.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's ready to talk things through with the team. A moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, Luka Doncic.
And you just look at the point totals that he has posted up during that time frame. Just some unreal numbers. Hard to argue with him as the pick when he is just putting up huge stats on offense and carrying this team with his scoring ability.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And it's Paul missing.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
All right, Shams, I know you can't reveal all your secrets, but how do you develop relationships with your sources, the players, the agents, the GMs, the scouts all over the NBA?
It comes year after year. This has been something I've been doing for the better course of the last 15 years. So for me, it's about relationships, it's about daily communication and making sure that I keep the trust, I keep the faith, and I keep a level of respect with everyone that I come across. Relationships are the name of the game, especially in the NBA.
Well, that's what I've heard about you. They trust you. So if they're going to confide, they know they can trust you. I would think that would be maybe the core of how you operate.
Trust and faith, and that develops early, not taking shortcuts. I'm very much for the long game.
Outstanding. Now, here's Bryant. He has 6. Shoots over Vassell. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Here's Sohan. San Antonio again missing.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. We're here, we're talking NBA, we're watching this game. We got this great group here courtside. You've got 2 phones working, and I'm sure there's a third hidden in your bag. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with that?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is, it's hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis, and the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours, but this is what we signed up for. This is what we love to inform the audience.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it. The Spurs making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. And so it's Paul bringing it up for San Antonio. Looking for the first basket of the game. So Shams, when the league brought in that 65 game played rule, it sure seemed to motivate players to suit up.
Those awards aren't just about prestige, Kevin. They're about cold, hard cash. And every summer, we're going to see records set for the biggest contract in NBA history. Every summer that goes by, that certainly has an effect on players wanting to play and players being in the lineup. Now with the 65 games played rule, there is an incentive for all NBA team and different accolades.
Yes, well said. And the first one drops.
And maybe the most storied high school player ever. It's amazing to think that LeBron's exceeded expectations at the pro level.
And both free throws good for James. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Paul passes to Vassell. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And things can get so intense when NBA rumors start flying, Shams. You know that. The teams are just kind of holding on sometimes for dear life. What is it like when you break a major NBA story like you've done numerous times?
It's like when your heart skips a beat, Kevin. It's like when you feel like you are in such a rush and there's a surge of excitement that hits every particle of your body. Every profession obviously has a big payoff, but everything happens so fast. But when it happens, it makes all the hard work worth it, but it certainly brings a great feeling, and I definitely get goosebumps to this day.
You get goosebumps, but the hard work you put in to get that story, I know. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Paul with the three. Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. LeBron kicks to Robinson. Pass to Chamberlain. Over Abdul-Jabbar. And it's Chamberlain that time on the assist by Robinson. Chamberlain got his second basket of the night.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Barnes can't get it to go.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
James, the pass to Kobe. And he's good on the three ball. Bryant's got 14.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Paul. Shot clock at 6. And they get it. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
And he's still scoreless in this quarter. And at this point, they can use every point they can get.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Paul against Iverson. Inside. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Chamberlain. Kobe Bryant. Getting it done for the Miami Heat. He nailed it from long range in that quarter. Winds up with a total of 4 3-pointers in the period. And we'll be right back after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
You also have to...
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my gosh.
You gotta love Iverson's tenacity, especially when he's driving.
Here's San Antonio now. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the board.
Well, truth be told, they got punked on the glass. That was the difference in the game.
Hey, Shams, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league, and we haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences, in the East and West, to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity now.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk, correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, couple more teams in the league, but the league really loves where they're at now. And any given year, anyone can win.
And so James will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Just a tremendous run right now for them. 12 straight wins.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control. They never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
Pass to Johnson. Collins, a screen on James. They need this. San Antonio again missing. And Miami has possession. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Back to Bryant. Lets the three fly, and LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Bryant. Bryant's got 4 assists now tonight. LeBron's gone 2 of 2 from three-point land tonight. Iverson dishes to Robinson. Chamberlain kicks to Bryant. And again, Miami with the triple. Shams, with as often as you've interacted with front offices all over the NBA, have you noticed any changes with how franchises operate with both the players and the media and that relationship and where it may be headed?
Everything has to be more specialized now in the organizations, but you're seeing true partnerships develop with teams and their players, especially their top players. The teams have to pay more attention now to data, to metrics than ever before. And the relationship between top players in the organization, that is very, very important. And the teams that do a good job of managing relationships, of managing expectations, that is clearly what separates the elite teams with the bottom teams. And certainly players in today's generation are very, very polished when it comes to the media.
Oh, you framed that so well. A dunk by Robinson.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Kobe comes with the double team, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Violation. That's a jump ball.
And they double up Iverson. Outside Robinson. Back to Kobe. Heat moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Kobe's got 22 points.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Barnes sets a screen for Jones.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
On the wing, Johnson. Collins, a screen on LeBron. Johnson can't hit.
Well, his lack of offensive contribution has definitely been felt tonight. They could have used way more from him.
Bryant passes to James. Three-pointer. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Oh, you got to run LeBron off the ball there.
Outside, Robinson. That one drops for him. Robinson's got 10.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them, continuing to build out this lead.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And what a treat it was to have Shams stop by. He's definitely become part of the fabric of the NBA.
Yeah, and I'll say this. You won't meet a harder worker in terms of NBA coverage. Shams has amazing dedication to his craft.
35 seconds left in the first half. Over in the corner, Barnes misses and the dry spell continues.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you... You have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Chamberlain gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Johnson, that's for 2. And so it's Miami, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Welcome, everybody, to halftime. NBA action abounds. Let's see what games are tipping off later. The Bucks playing at Fiserv Forum as they go up against the Bulls. Start time, 7 o'clock Eastern.
Two of the best teams in the league facing off. Let's go.
Oh, let's go. That's going to be a fun one, guys.
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Miami Heat.
They have been so careful with the rock. Smart passes, tight handle on the ball. Really speaks to the focus and discipline.
And that defense, try as they might, cannot disrupt their flow. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
On the court for the Heat, they've got Iverson. Chamberlain is out there with Robinson. Then it's Bryant, and it's James in at the 3. Kobe kicks to Iverson. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Kobe's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Now here's Paul. Still without a basket. Here's Sohan. Off target from outside. Johnson against Robinson. And finished off by Bryant.
And how fun is it watching Kobe take flight? His throwdowns are downright ridiculous.
And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Vassell outside. For the three. And it's Miami with the rebound. Robinson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bryant the pass to Robinson. Doubled by Vassell. Baseline try, and Chamberlain gets it to go on the assist from Robinson. Chamberlain got 10 points.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
Paul, no one around him. And again, unable to change momentum here. And here's Miami. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Got that bucket in no time at all. Kobe's got 27.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
LeBron against Johnson. Pass to Sohan. Now Abdul-Jabbar. Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts. Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Paul passes to Vassell. Tries it from 9. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Well, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Drills the three-pointer.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Johnson with a screen on Robinson. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Well, he hasn't made a shot, and his team is losing. Time to find another solution.
And here's James outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain. Chamberlain got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Sohan. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And it's the Heat with the ball. Iverson with the ball. 16 points for him. Kicks it out to Bryant. Back to Iverson. The 3. And the Heat, another 3.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And Iverson gets it to go. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
James finds Robinson. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And again, Miami with the triple.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Pass to Chamberlain. Back to Robinson. The 3 ball. And Chamberlain gets it to go on the assist by Robinson. Chamberlain got 16 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Johnson inside. Working on James.
I don't know what happened there. About as easy an attempt as you could possibly ask for.
On the wing, James. Pass to Kobe. Robinson for three. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing. Yeah, look, if I'm his coach, I'm going to get him involved in another way. Set a screen, get an assist, something to reset his mind a little bit.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Miami ahead, just dominating this one. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. A chance now to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team just moments ago.
Cut, play. You just like something magical is going to happen. Okay? You got to make things happen. Let's score here. Let's go get some stops.
And Greg Popovich putting the responsibility on his players to take more action. We'll see if they can get it done.
Yeah, he wants them to just take charge of this game. Don't be passive. Impose your will on the game.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Harrison Barnes. Collins is out there with Jones. And it's Branham in at the 2 guard. That's the San Antonio 5. Jones drives in. And stolen by Iverson. Chamberlain with it. Jones covering. LeBron outside. Bryant in the corner. High post Chamberlain working on Collins. James with the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. To the inside. Collins dishes to Barnes. Just 4 to shoot. Great D that time from James.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Back to Iverson. Pass to Chamberlain. Iverson outside. Over Jones. And it's Miami with another.
And not just that, it's the energy and passion with which Iverson plays. It just feels like any shot he takes, he can make.
Bryant with it. Jones covering. Robinson on the wing. Iverson outside. 3-pointer. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Iverson's gotten all of his 3-point attempts here. A perfect 4 for 4. Jones looking for an opening, and he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Back to Robinson. Pass to Chamberlain. Takes the 13-footer, and it's Miami with another.
And one of the most prolific scorers you'll find. Will keeps finding ways to raise the bar, as evidenced by his output here tonight.
Here's Branham. Iverson covering. Shot by Collins, no good. Iverson passes to Kobe. Launches it. And the Heat, another 3.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Jones, the pass to Branham. Now here's Barnes. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Turnovers weren't a story for them early on, but that's changed. And now they're definitely having trouble keeping possession and momentum.
And it's Miami's ball. 15 points in a row, a good run right now. Iverson kicks to LeBron. Chamberlain trying to get open. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Iverson. Iverson's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Iverson. Paul passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Brenham, and the rejection by Bryant. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And it's Miami's ball here in the fourth quarter. Their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Robinson. And another basket for Miami.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Pass to LeBron. Stripped it away. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And it's Miami with the rebound. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Robinson's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. And here is Abdul-Jabbar. Vassell outside. Here's Branham. Pass to Sohan. Clock at 6. They could use a bucket. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Stan, you always emphasize defense. What do you make of the offensive surge? Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. 58 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Sohan. James covering. Robinson with the block.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots.
LeBron kicks to Chamberlain. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Sohan. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes. Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Kobe Bryant.